play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. His safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
27.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 35. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Third down.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they'll have the football but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
Down at the 14.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Starks. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space.
16-yard line.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Eason. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the gun is Eason. Here as he's taken down. Mack Wilson able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And got his man complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Andy Isabella. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And they'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Browns.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
And it brings up 3rd down.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
On first down, Easley. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Eason nearly picked. They may be lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Eason. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Here's Eason off the play fake. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows of throwing the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Throwing is Eason. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Eason. Rams D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They had it 1st and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Open man is Connect, the tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts
It's a gain of 8.
as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And the Browns first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, Jacob Eason. Oh, that was dangerous.
Eason
Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Toss play to Starks. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. This is Starks. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Eason. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Eason sets to throw it. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Eason to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Browns.
On play action, they'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the...
Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Run game. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Well, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They toss it left side to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's He's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Starks. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Starks. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. He's got the lead, and there he goes. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Eason. And look at this. They get the turnover he needed. It's intercepted. Picked up at the 49. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. That toss play right, we know it's one of the successful plays they have in their arsenal, and they showed you why there.
And remember, in order for it to be successful, because it's a little bit of a slower developing play, those blocks at the line of scrimmage have to be kept, have to be held, so that the runner can get to the corner and turn it upfield.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. This is Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A run here for Starks. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Again on the ground, again with Starks. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Eason. Almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. check in with our referee. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just round it in there.
Gotta hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. A toss play to Chubb. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
It's now 4th.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left half, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Steelers. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Get there and pick it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to air one, but it's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's 2nd and a yard. Eason. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Operating from the gun. Eason. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. From the gun. Eason. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Eason. And that should do it. Picked off at the 14.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
That one good for 21 yards, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the 1st half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the 2nd half.
So for the Browns, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. this. I just take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me. Got a brand new visor. Yeah, your friend's smart, but my bud's wiser. Yeah, get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, 'cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool.